Hi folks, I wanted to just put this up and try and save you Volkswagen PASSAT B8 owners, I don't know, about 900 quid, just for the sake of a couple of washers for £1. So what happened to me was the bonnet lever cable broke. It's very common. Have a look at it on YouTube, it's everywhere, and there's fixes for various cars when it happens. Up for this one, you can't get it from the front. You won't get it by going up behind the VW badge. You won't get it through the catch, even if you take the grill off, you won't get it, right? You just can't get at it. And to get the cable, you've got to take the wheel off, take the cowling off, which is a load of Torx screws, get underneath, make a tool. This is the actual tool I had to make. I'm using it to hold the bonnet in place at the moment. Make a tool this long with a hook that you have to adjust all the time to get it behind the cable. Find the cable from underneath and then yank it down and then try and get this wire over the back. It's just a nightmare. It can be done, but it's a 6-hour job at least, okay? But there's a simple fix for this, and it covers the whole cable and the catch as well. So the catches go as well, okay? So a simple fix for this is, and if you do this, here's the disclaimer, if you break anything or anything happens, that's not my fault, okay? But don't worry about it. So here's how you do it. Here's how you fix this before the problem occurs, because believe me, they go. If you take it to a garage, you're like, yeah, I can't get out of that, mate. You know, you need to take it to a dealer. Okay, that's 900 quid, okay? But all you need is a couple of washers, and here's what happens with it, okay? If you look, this is the actual catch now on the bonnet, obviously. And if you look, there's a cowling here. I'm touching that cowling. You could see it with my finger. There's a cowling there, and you can't get at the nuts. You can see the nuts here because I've taken them off. They're just 10mm nuts, okay? And then you can see, if you look, I've put a couple of washers in, look, and it lowers the nuts down. Can you see that? Here's the washers I put in myself on these two, look. There's the washers, look, there's a spring washer in there. Put a couple of washers and a spring washer in there. £1 on Amazon, right? 10mm washers. Takes 2 seconds to get these nuts off when the bonnet's open. Put the washers in. It lowers the nuts down out of this cowling. I'm touching with my finger here. This edge of the catch, this cowling, that goes all the way around. Look. You can just see the depth of the cowling there. Look. And my nuts are above the depth of the cowling. That means you can get a spanner on them. Yeah. So that's what you do. Lower the nuts down, okay? And make sure they're nice and tight when you do them up. Put a spring washer on them, okay? Then when you drop this down to there and you shut it, it's shut. It's shut. This is flexible, it bends. You get a piece of wood and wedge it up, because you can't open the bonnet, don't forget. It's right down. It's on the first catch, it won't come up. So you put a piece of wood in there with a piece of cloth and you wedge it up. This will bend down. Then when you look in there from down here, you'll see this. You'll see that piece of metal there. You'll see that piece of metal in the centre there. Just a piece of metal, that's all you see. But you know, on either side of that, there's your 10mm nuts. Get your spanner in and feel around. You'll undo them about a half a turn at a time. It takes about an hour to get the catch off, but it's better than 6 or 7 hours with a chance you're not going to get it from the wheel side. So that's how you do it. For the sake of £1, save yourself a lot of money. Because here, believe it or not, right here, you can see it. Just turn my camera around. There you go. A piece of plastic like that. And inside, if you look, see that little plastic slot there? 3mm of plastic there, see it? The cable fits through that. When you pull on it, that piece of plastic goes eventually. And it ends up like that. Broken, right? Broken. And then you're in big trouble because it's an MOT failure and you can't get at anything in the engine because it's all tucked right up here. Everything's all tucked right up here when you put it down. That, guys, is how you save yourself a lot of money. Now, You're talking about a couple of washers, that's all. Put the washers on those 2 10mm nuts there, look. 1, 2, put the washers in there. And then you can wedge this open when it's fully down. You can just about get your spanner in. You might need a longer spanner for that, but you can get them on Amazon anyway, a long reach 10mm spanner. And it's much, much easier to do that for a 5-minute job than it is to do that for a 6 or 7 or 8 hour job, and you really fail and go back the next day. But look for this, when the boot's down, sorry, when the bonnet's down, look for that there. That piece of metal there that you can see there, look. That there. You'll see it. You wedge it open, just enough to get a spanner in. It doesn't damage anything. Just wedge it open with a piece of cloth and something, a thin piece of wood, and you just get your spanner in. You get your spanner in there. And it lowers those nuts down out of the cowling so you can get your spanner on. Put your washers in. You see what I mean? That's the cowling. See it? And it hides the nuts. So you can see it there, look. And it hides the nuts. I wonder why they did that, eh? I wonder why. They put a cowling and they made a catch with a cowling on it. And that's it. Really, that's it. But the next video I'm going to do, if you subscribe here, okay, that does me a favour, but it'll do you a favour because I only do 3 videos in a year. And the next one's a G-Tech Hoover, and I'll save you buying a new one for about a £5. And the one after that is a really good one. If you've got any phone with a Google Assist voice thingy button, I will stop that button working. I don't care about apps. I will stop that button working and annoying you. So to every human on this planet that has got that really annoying button, I can stop that for you. So if you subscribe, there's only 2 videos. It'll just pop up and tell you when you can find out about those. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first video really that I'm hoping is going to get a couple of views. It's going to save you money. The other 2 videos I've got in mind are going to save you money, and in time there'll be more. So it'd be great if you would subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for your help, and bye bye now.